Available for pre-order in November of 2021 for a May 2022 release date, this set finally arrived at Japanese retailers at the end of February 2023. Is this set worth the wait? Let's find out. Today on Thirsty Thursday Toys, we're going to be checking out the brand new Art Spirits Hypermodeling Mechagodzilla collection and making a drink that I'm calling Space Titanium. You may have seen the Space Titanium cocktail before in my Collect All Monsters co-host cocktail collection video, as I designed it for Cam, co-host, and my kaiju creator John Ruffin. For this drink, you'll need vanilla vodka, cinnamon schnapps, orange bitters, simple syrup, club soda, silver luster dust, and orange ice cubes. Start by preparing your Mechagodzilla eye ice cubes. Add some orange food coloring to some water, put that in an ice cube tray, and let it freeze. In a shaker, combine 1 ounce of a vanilla vodka, 1/4 ounce of a cinnamon schnapps, silver luster dust, 1/2 ounce of simple syrup, and a few dashes of orange bitters. Give that a dry shake and pour it into your glass. Top that off with about 2 ounces or so of club soda, pop in your Mechagodzilla eye ice cubes, and enjoy. Cheers! Okay, so this set contains the 6 remaining Mechagodzilla designs. Both Showa suits, the Heisei suit, both Millennium suits, and the anime design. I say remaining because we already got the Monsterverse one in the Godzilla vs. Kong set. Retailing for 11,404 yen, same as the GVK set and not including the international shipping, it's also available for around 145 bucks for US retailers. It kind of all shakes out to be the same price no matter where you get it, and that works out to be around 25 bucks per individual figure. Which is pricey for 3.5-inch tall figures, but let's see if the paint and detail are worth it. The Showa designs never really did much for me, but I'd like to have each character represented on my shelf, so these'll do. The 74 figure looks fine. There's this nice gradient to the silver that I like, but like most of these figures, there's no articulation, so this one isn't doing much for me. Then we have the 75 suit, where the left hand has been bent back in the package. I'm hoping this is a one-time QC issue and not widespread, but it's pretty bad. It looks like the hand was put on backwards. And yes, I know the hands can spin around on screen, but the thumb is still on top here. What almost redeems it is the exposed brain, especially considering that the brain is translucent. I love that. I was hoping that this one would replace my Chogokin, what with the exposed brain and all, and a much smaller shelf footprint, but no way. At first glance, they appear to be the same sculpt with different paint, especially considering that they're in the exact same pose, but the more I look at them, the more I see the differences. If you're a hardcore Showa Mechagodzilla fan, I'm sure you'll love these, but not me. The 1993 design also doesn't do much for me unless it has the Garuda, which this does not. This one is also just fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but to me it's just another 93 Mechagodzilla in a sea of 93 Mechagodzillas. It's got a much more matte silver paint job, but I do like all the black paint on every tiny vent. But still, this doesn't even look like a $15 figure to me. Either way, as far as smaller Mechagodzillas go, I'll stick with my high grades where I can at least attach that Garuda. The Millennium figures have a much more dynamic pose than the rest of the series. While this is my favorite Mechagodzilla design, I'm surprised to find that these don't really do much for me either. Maybe it's because I already have so many great Kiryu figures that there's not much else that can wow me. I do appreciate the swappable drill hand though, that's cool. Like the Showa figures, you have essentially the same body sculpt with differences in paint and limbs. I'm not sure if the tail tips are purposefully different or if that's another packaging issue like the 75 hand. There is another Art Spirit set on the way that has the 2002 Godzilla design, but in a neutral pose, so I'm not sure how they'll look together on the shelf. Also, is it just me, but are the tails too skinny or too short? Are the legs too big? Have I been soured so much on this set that I'm just looking for nitpicks at this point? I don't know. Now, no matter what you thought of the anime trilogy or how baffling this Mechagodzilla's role in the movie was, there's no denying that the city on the edge of battle Mechagodzilla is an interesting design. I was ready to say that this one is worth the cost of the set alone, until I noticed that there was too much glue between the layers of the back spines, causing it to be too thick to plug in all the way. I'd tried to force it more, but the thing is just too damn spiky. Plus, it has all these bent pieces due to the way it was packaged. That has been the real killer of this set. I appreciate that they added the extra plastic wrapping to better protect the figures, but I think that's what's causing all these bending issues. Huge bummer. Now, the only other figure we have of this Mechagodzilla is the Bandai Master Detail figure, which goes for like double the cost of this set. But if we're talking master detail, this little one has it. I still like this one enough to warrant selling off the big guy. Now I may have reached my limit with these Art Spirit sets. They had so long to get this one right, delayed for 9 extra months, and it ended up being the most disappointing to me. But that's just me. I knew going in that I wouldn't be a fan of half the figures in here, so don't let my aesthetics keep you from seeing the greatness in these designs. Now getting just one specific one could be tricky. Each box is the same, and there are no codes to tell you which figure is inside. You could get a full set and hopefully sell off the ones you don't want, like I'm definitely gonna do, or hope that someone puts up the one you want on eBay or something and maybe pay a little more, or maybe you want the full set. That said, I kinda hope they do more sets in this almost evolution style. Could you imagine a set with the rest of the Ghidorahs, including the Mothra trilogy designs? That would be killer. I mean, yeah, killer expensive, but killer. In the meantime, good luck on your hunt, thanks for subscribing, and please drink responsibly.